Hey guys, John Sifferman here, and in this video I'm going to be walking you through a little workout that I put together that I call the Whoa Mama Core Workout. And MAMA is an acronym that stands for Maximum Abdominal Musculature Activation. And I actually put that together myself. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. And basically what it involves is 4 different exercises, and I'm going to teach you a couple different levels of exercises in case you can't do these 4. To make it scalable to your skill and conditioning level. But it's 4 different exercises, and I'm not going to give you a whole lot of parameters, do this many sets, do this many reps. I just want you to do what you can and work hard and work safely, use good technique, avoid pain, and just put in a good amount of work, as many sets or reps or as long as you want to train it. So first exercise in the Whoa Mama workout is the Turkish get-up, and you can use anything you want for this. It could be a kettlebell, a dumbbell, something else heavy that you can hold with one hand, but you're basically going to press it or lock it out overhead from this standing position. You can also start this on the floor if you want. There's a lot of different ways to perform it. And you can either squat down all the way, or you can kneel down on one knee, like so, and tuck the feet the feet under. And I'm not going to go through all the little technique details in each exercise. You can check out some of my other resources and videos for that. But basically, you're going from standing to laying down with a kettlebell. So you're going to press this hand down, bring the leg through, bring the other leg through, and lower yourself down. Then you're going to move back to standing again. Again, you can either move into a squat here, or you can bring one leg up, then into a squat. There's a few different ways to do it, but the first exercise is this Turkish get-up. So I'll just perform one rep smoothly for you, the way that I do them. And you can look up the different ways to perform the Turkish get-up, and you would do that for reps, and obviously with both arms. So there's different ways to perform it. I just recommend you figure out one that's easy for you, most comfortable for you, and select a moderately heavy weight. You don't want to do a lot of reps with Turkish get-up. You could even just select the heaviest weight you know that you can safely handle overhead throughout the duration of the rep, and perform a single rep on each side. It's really a shoulder and core stability exercise. You move through a lot of different positions and planes of movement, so it's great. Really phenomenal for muscle activation in the core. So that's the first exercise, the Turkish get-up. The second exercise is ideally going to be a chin-up combined with a hanging leg raise. So chin-up grip, palms facing you. It can be kind of wide like this or a little bit more narrow. Doesn't really matter that much for this workout. And basically what you're going to do is, as you're pulling your chin up, you're going to raise your legs up like so. And if you can't do that, then you can raise your knees up. If you can't do that, you can just hold the chin up position or the pull up position and just do a hanging leg raise like so. I've got this bar in the way on this stand, but you get the idea. A hanging leg raise, and if you can't do that, you can just do a hanging knee raise like so. Just bringing your knees up to extension like so. So ideally, you do the full chin up with the leg raise at the same time, but if you can't do that, do the chin up with the knee raise, and if you can't do those, you just work your way down the line to whatever level is doable for you, so that you can do it with good technique, but isn't going to be painful or impossible for you to do without really straining. So that's exercise number 2, is the chin up with the leg raise, or just the leg or knee raise if you must. Exercise number 3, I got my notes here so I don't forget. Right, the RKC plank, or another plank variation. The RKC plank is one that I learned about recently. I can't remember who I learned it from. Somewhere online. I think I just saw a video and I was like, oh, that's a cool way to do a plank. I kind of do it kind of like that, but RKC plank basically is just like a standard elbow plank, except you move your elbows forward more so than, so normally your elbows would be about directly underneath your shoulders, but in the RKC plank, they're slid forward a little bit. You want to make sure that you tuck your tailbone underneath and squeeze your glutes, lock your knees, drive your heels backwards. You know, these are things that I teach in my other plank technique video. You can go through them. But this is the RKC plank, and you're going to hold this for time, as long as you can, with good technique until your technique breaks down, or the core muscles are just fried and you cannot hold it for another second longer. If you can't do the RKC plank, that's fine. Just do a standard elbow plank. And again, I've got another video teaching you how to optimize your technique here so you can maximize your results and minimize the risk of hurting yourself. Of course, planks are a pretty safe exercise, certainly more safe for most people, including beginners or people with a history of injuries, than say the Turkish get-up, which is a higher skill exercise and moves you through a lot of deep and unique ranges of motion. So that's a little bit higher risk. So scale it accordingly. You might want to start the Turkish get-up, if you've never done it before, just with your arm raised overhead, no load whatsoever, you know, until you get the groove, get a good feel for it. And that's okay. You want to make every single workout that you grab from online or a book or anything, you want to make it personalized to you, your needs, and your skill and conditioning level. If you can't do the RKC plank, just do the standard elbow plank. If that's too tough, do the plank on your knees. There's always a way to scale the exercises to your needs. Fourth exercise in the Whoa Mama core workout is the leg swoop. And this might seem like something that you just could not do if you've never trained this type of movement before. You know, bear with me. There's also beginner level versions for this. So you're going to start in this quad position, and I've taught this in another video. You can look it up, the leg swoop, and you're going to swoop your leg around like so. And you'll do that for reps on both sides. You're going to go as long as you can maintain good technique, no discomfort or significant discomfort or pain, and really crank up the intensity until your form breaks down or you're just fried. If you can't do the full leg swoop, that's fine. Most people can't. Their first time around, there's usually a lot of issues, hip tension, just tightness, all sorts of things, weakness, immobility. You can start with just a basic swoop. So you would thread the leg through, and then you're just going to hop or skip over this leg as you swoop it behind you. So you're going to swoop behind you and hop over it to this almost a mountain climber position. Come back to center, other side, hop over into this mountain climber position. Like so. If that's too difficult, you can just do the leg thread motion like so. Exhaling into the end range. Letting the hip come down, keeping the shoulder packed, but not touching and resting your weight on the ground. If that's too tough, you can simply twist your hips like so. So that is the fourth exercise, the leg swoop. So you have the Turkish get up, then the chin up with the leg raise. Then you have the RKC plank or another plank variation, and then finally you have the leg swoop or the easier variations. That is one dang good core workout. It's going to really fry your core musculature. Your abs are going to be on fire. Trust me, if you take this to any semblance of an intensity, really going to get a lot of muscle activation, hence the Whoa Mama acronym. So if you have any questions about it, please get in touch. I'd be happy to help. I'm John Sifferman from physicalliving.com. Take care.